What's up guys, Pypo here, bringing you a video today of me doing a leveling with Pypo video, but you might be noticing something a little different. I'm not on a Orc Warrior. Now, first things first, I was thinking about sticking with that warrior, and it's not that I don't like the warrior, I like the warrior a lot. And I had full plans to get him from 1 to 90 and record the whole thing for you guys, but then I started playing this Warlock. And this Warlock is probably the funnest thing I've played since my hunter. I don't know, like he's just like not so much doing dungeons like I am now, but I do always do dungeons to level. But doing dungeons no, killing anything in like PvP on this guy as Affliction is like really fucking fun. Like unbelievably fun. I can't believe how fun it is. I just really like dotting stuff. It's like the most fun thing I've ever done. Just dotting shit is amazing. I love it. But I don't want to just take that kind of like Orc Warrior away from you guys. So I'm going to upload this video, and I'm going to ask you guys, you know, is it okay? Basically I'm asking you, is it okay that I, like, not abandon the Warrior. I might do videos on him every now and then, but the whole thing is, I was thinking in, like, the Leveling with Pypo series. You know, what is it? I honestly don't think there's that many people sitting down and watching me level an Orc Warrior. I think it's just people sitting down and, like, listening to me talk shit. You know, I think that's pretty much what's going on. Because that's what I do. I don't know if it's weird to admit this, but sometimes I'll like sit down and I'll watch one of my like older videos, like the first couple leveling with Pypos. I'll sit down and listen to them just because I haven't heard it for a while, and like I can't remember what I said. And I'll sit down, and I'll like, oh, I wonder what this was about. Sit down, listen to it, and I end up listening to the whole thing, thinking like, oh, this is actually pretty fucking entertaining. But I never watched the video. The video is just kind of background noise, or it's in case someone doesn't have something else to do while they're doing it. You know, I don't want you to have to sit here and listen to it with nothing like else to like watch, because who the fuck wants to do that? No one wants to do that. So like obviously I put in the WoW as a background, but it's basically just like a platform for me to speak whatever the fuck I want to speak about. That's what I'm going to use it as. That's what I have been using it as, and I'm hopefully going to get some topics, start getting topics off people to just talk about whatever. And eventually, I'm hoping the series just becomes like it doesn't actually matter what I'm leveling, or say the Warlock gets to 90 or the Warrior gets to 90, and I still want to make videos. I'll just end up leveling something else, you know, until I have all characters max level, and then I'll just end up doing something else to talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about. That's kind of where I want like this. I don't know what it's called, series, I guess, where I want this series to go. Is basically people asking me questions or giving me topics to talk about, and then me answering them while I'm sitting here playing while leveling something. Because I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy it a lot. And I especially enjoy talking about a subject that I know nothing about. I know that probably sounds weird, but there's nothing more I like than, say, someone bringing up something to me and saying, hey, here's this piece of information, what do you think about it? I love nothing more than knowing nothing about that subject and then having to, like, form my own opinion based on the few facts that I know. I love that. I don't know why. So, of course, that means I would love to do, like, you know, ask me fucking anything, Q&As, anything like that. If you want me to talk about anything, put it in the comments. I already have put up a leveling video of me on my warrior in Dire Mall, I think it was, and where I asked people to give me topics. That just went up today. When I say it went up today, it went up about 5 minutes ago. So I just jumped on the Warlock to do some more leveling, and I thought, well, I've been thinking about it for a while, like switching from the quality from the quality warrior to the quality gnome. The only major issue, to be honest with you, I think was the switch from Horde to Alliance. Because I think that Horde character gave me like an opportunity to talk to the people who watch my videos who are like a Horde. But at the same time, you can always just add me to Battle Tag. I've never not like accepted an invite to be friends with someone or whatever. I forget what my Battle Tag is, but if you just like right click on my portrait if you ever see me and fucking press add Battle Tag, you can just add it like that. Doesn't matter if you're Horde, doesn't matter if you're Alliance, and then we can talk, no problem. But let's talk about the Warlock. Let's talk about the Warlock for a little bit here. The reason I like this Warlock so much is because all I've played ever is Hunter, Healer, or Melee. That's what I've played. And I always assumed because I played a Hunter that that all ranged were kind of like that for some reason. I don't know why I assumed that. I just never really like my first ever character was a mage, and but that was like in Vanilla, BC, and Wrath. I played a mage for all of that. And then I stopped playing for Cataclysm completely, didn't even touch Cataclysm, not even a little bit. And then came back for Mist of Pandaria, which sounds weird to a lot of people, but that's what I did. And then I made the Hunter in Mist of Pandaria because I never touched a Hunter. and the hunter's amazing. I mean, universally, a hunter is like the easiest, funnest class to play. They're just super fun and easy to get to grips with. They're easy to learn, basically. So I immediately latched onto that and thought, you know, I'm gonna make this easy to play class fucking OP, and I'll just own the shit out of it. And I did. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I still do. I still enjoy the hunter. It's still probably always gonna be my main. It doesn't matter what I level up to 90. Hunter will always be my main. But then I started playing this warlock, and I leveled the warlock up, and I'm doing like these big. I was originally destruction. I leveled his destruction into level 62, and I'm leveling, and it's kind of like it wasn't that fun. I was like, oh, I'm just leveling because my mates want me to level with him, and I'm doing decent damage, but all I'm doing is sitting here and casting, and I'm like, this is boring. I mean, especially if you've played a hunter, it's like I'm standing still in one spot, just casting, blah blah blah. It's like, ugh. I don't want to just stand there and cast. And I was leveling a mage, and then swapped to the warlock to get away from that. I was getting sick of frostbolt spam on a fucking mage, like super quick. I think I got the mage to like level 20, and I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work, because I could not handle frostbolt spam. I like just sitting there pressing one button is the worst thing. I could like it's not engaging enough to keep my attention. I just cannot sit there and just do that. And then I made the warlock, and the warlock was pretty much the same, but I had a few more spells I could use. So I was like, yeah, it's better than mage, but I'll stick with it anyway, just to level my mates. I got to level 62. Got to 62 yesterday, and one of my mates said I get haunt. I forget the talents here. So I got haunt there at level 62. Gets unlocked at 62, and they're like, oh, now you have all your like main affliction abilities. You should go affliction and try it out. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll try it. And then I started questing as affliction, and I ended up questing by myself as affliction because they logged off or like weren't online. And basically, what I did was unstable affliction, agony, and then corruption, and then would just run to the next target, and just repeat. Those three spells, picking up like multiple targets, and with this fucking talent, Soul Leech and Soul Link, these two right here, I was just not dying. I had absorption bubbles. I was healing more than I was taking damage. And like it was just that's what I love about the hunter is it's non-stop. It's go 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 go. If you ever run out of mana like I am right now, just life tap to get more mana, and it doesn't matter because you're just healing yourself so much. God, it was super fun to like. I love that continuous. Like I cannot handle stopping and just doing nothing. One of the main problems I have with one of my mates that I play with is he continuously goes AFK. Not only does he go AFK, he doesn't tell you. So you end up sitting still for like 5 minutes waiting for this guy. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. And it's one of the reasons, like one of the hard things for me, like getting into these videos and like getting started and sitting down and like telling my, like getting into the mind frame of like saying, well, I just started a lot. I'm getting like ahead of myself. Whenever I get ahead of myself, I start stuttering and like getting crazy fucking mixed up. But when I got into videos, what I had to do for myself was say, all right, what you need to do is focus on WoW. And what I mean by that, look how many times I just missed that. Jesus Christ. What I mean by that is what I used to do when I played WoW. I would be on WoW and I would tab out about every minute. And when I say I tab out, I would tab out every minute to like change a song, watch a video, do anything like that. And that's the way I played. Like I could be in a BG, in the middle of a BG, in the middle of a big fight. If a song ended or a video ended in the background, I had to minimize WoW, open something else up. It's just because like just WoW alone wasn't enough to like keep me entertained. As fucked up as that sounds, that's just the way it was. So every now and then I still do that. But when I start making the videos, obviously I can't be tabbing out, fucking doing all this bloody shit like that while recording. You guys don't want to see me like tab out, like change songs and shit like that. You know what I mean? It helps that I'm talking and like commentating it and stuff. But a lot of times when I'm not talking, I need to tab out and switch it and do all that kind of stuff. And I hope I didn't need to loot anything for, I need to get Sanguine Hibiscus. I've not been getting that. And that's the last boss. Where's this guy? Here he is. I always forget to get these quests. Always, and Sanguine Hibiscus I haven't even been looking for. That's a good, I think I did a video on it, did I? If you're farming Sporgar rep, what you need to do is come in here and do the Sanguine Hibiscus repeatable quest, just over and over again. That's what I did anyway. I actually have a guide for it on my channel if you want to get the Diplomat title. I think that's on this channel. Well, let's talk about that for a second. Before I actually started this channel, I had started 2 YouTube channels before this one. Now, that was back actually when Cataclysm was on. So I wasn't playing WoW, and I was bored. I was playing other games, and what I used to do then, there's a weird like duration of my life where I was working, still had a decent amount of free time, but I wasn't playing WoW, and it was a weird like time in my life because at that point I had never actually not played WoW. If that, you know what I mean? Like WoW had been a part of my life from the age of like 12. Was it 12 or 13? It would have been 12 or 13 up until say the age of like 17, 18, and then I stopped playing. So I didn't know what to do with myself. Like I ended up like just watching a shitload of YouTube channel videos and watching a lot of Let's Plays, and that's where I like discovered like this whole Let's Play thing and people making videos on YouTube. And I was like, this is awesome, and I ended up trying to do that. I basically tried to mimic other Let's Players. I shouldn't say mimic. I didn't copy them, like with their like attitude or like demeanor. I just copied their like format. So like I was like, oh, I'll do 2 games. I'll do Let's Plays of these 2 games, and I'll upload one day, one the next day, and alternate them. And the whole like theory behind that was to keep your viewership like happy, like and have like a differential thing so it didn't get boring or some shit. So I did that. I think I did The Walking Dead. I did The Walking Dead, and what else? What was the other game I did? I think I did The Walking Dead and another zombie game, but I can't remember what zombie game it was. It might have been Dead Island. Actually, yeah, I think it was Dead Island. I did Walking Dead, Dead Island, and I did about half a Let's Play of each. I got 50% in, and I got about 5 views a video, and probably about 3 of those views were me. Like that was myself like checking up on the videos and going, oh, I wonder if anyone's watching these and has anyone liked them? Oh, I was super hyped for it, but they did not take off at all. I mean, it was pretty much what I'm doing now, except I don't know. Back then, I wasn't as like free talking. I didn't like. Basically, I gave a shit too much. A lot of people I think that's a problem with a lot of people. They give a shit way too much. You just need to relax and fucking just let it go. Like, just have a talk. Like, that's why I think people like me, which is super weird that I'm talking about that, why people like me. But it's just because I don't give a fuck, pretty much. And I'll talk about anything. But back then, I was all like formal, and I also like didn't want to swear on my videos. I was like, oh, people wouldn't like it when I swear. But like, when you swear as much as I do, and it's just part of like your language, part of your vocabulary, what you say frequently, it's like a filler. Instead of saying or ah or like making a noise, what a lot of people do, I just swear. I don't know why, and it makes me feel like my like language and the conversation that I'm having is more free flowing just by swearing a little bit. And just because I started doing that at a young age, it's hard for me to fucking stop. Like just what I did then, it just goes in. It just goes in the conversation without me meaning it. So it's very hard for me to stop. So back then, I would mindfully stop myself from like swearing, and it made my conversation over the video like absolutely choppy and weird and awkward. And even watching it myself back then, it's super weird. Watching it back then, I remember thinking to myself, "This is actually pretty good. Hopefully, people will like me." But then, like a month later, like a week after I stopped doing it, I went back and watched the videos and thought, "What the fuck am I doing? Like, this is horrible." It's weird how a little bit of time can change a lot. And I did not get that sanguine hibiscus. And I'm sorry for like banging my desk. The actual top of my desk is a little loose. Every time, oh, there's one right there. A little loose. Anyway, so let me know what you think about me switching from the warrior to the warlock. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Hopefully, the video I put up today already has some topics up on there, and I'll start from the bottom to the top, basically. Whatever you talk about first, or if something gets thumbs up or something like that, or if something gets mentioned multiple times, I'll talk about that first, and then go down the list. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like these videos. Have a good day, have a good year. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, guys.